Once we have all of our holes center drilled where we need the location to be, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to set up to tap our holes on our print. You see we have a row of tapped holes here. The tapped holes are called out 3/8/16 taps, and we're going to tap them. It says 1 inch deep, but we're actually going to tap them the whole way through the part, being that we're using a half-inch part. So we're going to tap them a 1/2 inch deep. Now, to find out the drill size that we need to use, we're going to refer to our tap and drill chart over here. The tap and drill, The tap and drill chart shows us that for a 3/8/16 tap, you see the column that says tap size, we find the tap size 3/8/16. From that, we look over to the left, and it says we're going to use a 5/16 drill to drill that out to our 3/8/16 diameter. Okay, so let's go back over here to our machine, and I have 3 drill indexes here. I have fractional drills, which goes from a 1/16 to a 1/2. I have number drills, which goes from number 1 to number 60, and I also have letter drills that go from A to letter Z. In this case, I'm using fractional drills, and I want to use a 5/16 diameter. Now, I could start off with a smaller diameter and I could step drill it up. But being that 5/16 isn't a very big diameter, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my 5/16 drill. So what I want to do is I want to put my 5/16 drill in my chuck, and I'm going to bring this over here and I'm going to line it up with my first hole location. Now, I'm going to put this down here. Remember I said we had an angle on here that our drill's going to hit? I'm going to put my drill down into my center drill mark, and I'm going to lock the tables down. I'm going to lock it down both for moving it forwards and backwards and left and right. Now my table should be locked. I should be on the center of that hole. I'm also going to want to make sure that my drill is nice and close to my part. If I need to, I can unlock my table here, and I can raise or lower the table with my hand wheel. This looks pretty good right in this location, so we're going to start to drill. I'm going to slow my RPM down a little bit. I'm going to run this about 620 RPMs. And I have coolant here. I'm going to add coolant to this as I drill it, and that way it's going to allow my part to help with the evacuation of chips, and it also helps to cool the tool while it's drilling. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to start. There's a couple different ways you can drill. I could actually feed by this hand wheel that you see right here. I can manually put some pressure on the hand wheel, or I could lock this hand wheel into place and I can use this small feed wheel on this side to actually drill down into my part. Either way is an acceptable method. As I drill, you notice how I drill a little bit and then I back off, and then I drill a little bit and then I back off. That's what we want to do to break the chips. Otherwise, you're going to have real stringy chips coming up. That's a safety hazard, because those chips whipping around could fly off, hit you, hit somebody else standing next to the machine. So I'm just going to drill this down through. Whenever I get close to the end, I can feel the release of pressure. I know I'm close to the end of the part. Once I've drilled it, I'm going to release the larger hand wheel, and that's going to allow my drill to come back up. I'm going to stop my machine, and I'm going to continue to do that with the rest of the holes that I have.